guys, it's Ani. So I know I'm posting 2 videos in 2 days, but I had a little bit of extra time today because I'm not doing much since it's summer. So today I'm actually gonna be talking about my opinion on guns and gun bans. Won't always talk about guns, but today I am. So, first off, I should say a lot of people think I'm way too young to be talking about this topic, but I have a lot of experience for my age. So, if you don't like that a 15-year-old is talking about guns, then don't watch the video. And that's completely up to you. Where I stand on this topic is I support guns 100%. Like, no doubt about it. I'm really involved with shooting. I'm part of the National Rifle Association, the Illinois State Rifle Association, and I'm on a junior pistol team. I work with a rifle instructor now. I also help teach people a lot, and I love just like informing others about guns. So, guns have introduced me to a lot of my friends because of the shooting team and everything, so I see nothing wrong with them from my experiences. Basically, I'm going to give you guys some stats and my opinion about guns and gun bans. First off, I don't see a point to gun bans or like heavy restrictions on guns because criminals don't follow laws. If somebody has the intention of hurting someone else, they're going to do it with or without a gun. And that's unfortunately the way it is. One thing that I found interesting, and this kind of shows that guns are good, civilians use guns to defend themselves and others at least 989,883 times per year, which is a lot. And I believe that's only in the U.S. I've done a lot of research on this too, which is why I'm able to talk about this the way that I am. These aren't all just facts that I've memorized or anything. I have notes. But this is what gun bans do. Nearly every mass shooting in the U.S. that has happened occurs in states that have strict gun control laws. Also, there's other countries that have gun bans, such as the U.K., but their crime rate is 4 times higher than in the U.S. Also, after Australia issued a gun ban, murders went up 19% and armed robberies went up 69%. So that's kind of showing how gun bans don't help. They actually harm people. The good things that guns can do, guns are used 80 times more often to prevent crime rather than to commit crime. Over the last 20 years, gun sales have gone up greatly, homicides have gone down 39%, and other crimes with firearms have gone down 69%, which is a drastic change. And a city in Georgia has required every home to have a firearm. Crime in that city went down 50%, and burglaries went down 89%. So it's kind of showing how cities that allow guns are the cities with less crime. So I found out that there are 310 million guns owned in the U.S., which is nearly like enough for one for every person, every man, every woman, every child. So that's a lot, thinking about how many people are in the U.S. Out of those 310 million, only 40,500 are used in crimes. I know that number seems like a lot, but to put it in perspective, that means only 1 in 7,655 is used for crime. And out of those, the guns that are used in murder, there's only 6,500 out of that 310 million, which means only 1 out of every 47,692 is used for murder. So think about all those guns that have not been used for crime and that are used for other things like self-protection, target shooting, hunting, things like that, like sport shooting that aren't used for anything that's harmful. So why ban guns? If there's a drunk driving accident, the driver's blamed. If there's a bombing, the bomber's blamed. If somebody goes in and stabs people, no matter how horrible any of these things are, the person is blamed, not the weapon that is being used for it. So why is it when there's a shooting that the gun is blamed? I don't think that is fair because the gun doesn't do anything wrong. I found it interesting that there are more deaths from drunk driving accidents rather than guns. So why not take cars away? Because that's, drunk driving accidents are bigger killers than guns. I know it's completely irrealistic. But also, more people are killed with hammers and clubs than guns. And I know 2005 is kind of old, but in that year, there were 445 deaths from guns and 605 from hammers and clubs. So what's the tool and what's the weapon? And I found a list of your odds of dying from certain things. Your number one, the number one killer in the U.S. is heart disease. That's 1 in 6 people. Number 2 is cancer, which is 1 in 7. Number 3 is stroke, which is 1 in 28. Number 4 is vehicle accidents, which is 1 in 85, and that's so common even. The list kept going on, and I didn't see firearms anywhere in that thing. But I keep going down the list, and on number 10, it's guns, and that's 1 in 300. That's such... I know that it still happens, but that's such a small number compared to anything else. And heart disease is the number one killer, and that's done by lifestyle choices. Not always, but that's the most common thing. So, and also killings from guns are from choices that people make. It's bad choices that kill people, not like the gun itself. One thing I don't find fair is we protect the president, congressmen, celebrities, banks, factories, courts, the list goes on, with guns. But we protect our children with a sign that says this is a gun-free zone. I don't find that fair because children in the U.S. are they're the future, but we protect them with a welcome sign for criminals. I could go on forever about this topic, but I think I'm going to close it out now before it gets too long. Basically, guns aren't used for bad. They can be, but it's the person that's doing it. I could lay a loaded gun on a table in a room full of people, and it wouldn't hurt anybody unless somebody in that room used it to intentionally harm another person. Basically, what I'm just trying to say is that guns are used for good more than they are bad. 80 times more, to be exact. And I really don't have much more to say, but if you have any comments about what I said, if you agreed with me, if you disagreed with me, let me know. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you listening to what I have to say. So I guess that's it. Thank you. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.